Oh boy, I didn't get to fix this hair before I went live. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Whoo, what a day. What a day. Hello. Good night. It's been insane. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute. Hello. Sorry, I'm running a bit late. My voice is almost officially gone. If any of you were on my other lives earlier, you know that I had to go to worship team practice tonight. I sing at church on Sunday. I have not been singing at church a lot over the last year because of Corona. And I was traveling a bunch once I got vaccinated, so I wasn't singing. But, and now I'm singing. So I have very little voice left, but I'm here for it. This is the big live. This is the culmination. This is the wrap up of, the first day of this book's existence. Some of you received your books. I see, I'm just going to fix this hair because I can't deal. I can't look at myself like this. I see some of your posts. Yay, your first live. Yes, I'm excited to be singing. I got to be honest. I'm in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is one of the few states that's still holding their own with positivity rates. But who knows how long that's going to be for. Oh my gosh, I just totally ruined this hair tie. I'm a little bummed because, things are on the uptick again with the COVID. So I don't know if I'll continue singing. I don't know. Gotta just see. I gotta go to Vegas next week, which Clark County in Vegas is like bad. So, but they just announced indoor masking again. So that'll make me feel a little better because I'm going to a conference. So anyway, yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that travel, but I'm vaccinated, so hopefully, all's well. Sorry about the hair fixing, but I just can't. I'm in northeastern PA. I'm near Scranton. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, wow. Oh, you're getting a bun tutorial. This is attractive. This is great. Crazy hot spot. Vegas. Apparently Vegas is bad. Clark County. Pennsylvania, no, is good. Pennsylvania is one of the states that, according to the new CDC stuff, does not have to mask yet. I don't think that's going to last for long. I think we're going to be masking again soon. Yes. Yes. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance. Yeah. The conferences that have been going on in the wedding industry have been really good at distancing, regardless of like mask stuff. And now, now we'll all be masked and social distanced. So I'll be okay. I've flown a bunch of times. I flew last fall, when things really started getting yucky. So there's a bun tutorial. If you go back, I did one like a goofball. I did one. Sorry, I had to redo that. As the day goes on, I have the type of hair that gets all weird and poofy and weird, and yeah. So my other business is we make wedding invitations. Yay, you got the book. I'm losing my voice. I'm not sick. So I am speaking at a conference called NACE, and it's the National Association for Caterers, Entertainment Industry, something like that. Good. I'm glad masks are still a big thing. So I'm going to be speaking on a panel with 4 other incredible women in the wedding industry. We're going to be talking about what 2020 taught us as business owners and what what we're doing to prepare for a really strong 2022. So that's what I'm doing. Your brother just flew yesterday. Good. Yeah, I flew in May. I'm not nervous about flying, really. I was nervous because I had decided to mask at this conference regardless of what the city decided, but they've decided they're gonna have a masking mandate starting on Friday. So we're all gonna be masked. So it's all good. Oh, thank you, Jade. You've never seen it down. No, many people have never seen it down because it's like I don't. Yay. Thank you. Love your content. All right, friends. So yeah, the book is here. I can stop talking about hair and COVID and masking. The book is here, friends. Yeah, Florida. There was actually this past week, there were 3 different wedding conferences in Florida. Unmasked. All unmasked. So I pray that my industry friends are safe. I know a lot of them were vaccinated, but still. Hello from Cyprus. How fun. What time is it there? So, yeah, Florida. Anyway. Germaphobe's dream. I love the mask. You know, I have a lot of folks, a lot of friends. I have some friends that are unvaccinated, are making that decision. But my one friend, unvaccinated, but she said, she's like, I am never going to fly again without a mask. She's like, because I used to get a cold every time I go on a plane. So, you know. Your governor made it a law that says schools can't open or can't mandate masks. Yeah, I'm waiting. My son's supposed to start kindergarten, 4 a.m. Well, thank you for being with us. And I told my husband, I said, if they don't require masks, we're going to take them virtual or homeschool for the year. I just, you know, I'm a woman of faith, but I also believe that God gives us discernment and wisdom. And so this is not a live to convince you to get vaccinated. It's just where we're at in the world. A lot of things happening, announcements today. So I apologize, friends. Right? No sinus infections. I've had 1 cold. It was last August. So yeah, you know, God gives us wisdom, and many of us are given the gift of discernment. And we need to use those gifts wisely. A bowl of Trader Joe's ice cream. Christy, my new book, it doesn't get any better. Well, hallelujah. So anyway, yeah, we definitely want our son to be in school in person. He's very much looking forward to it, but they need to mask up. They need to mask up. Like his summer camp this summer, even after the mandates were lifted, they masked. It was great. I mean, why not? He doesn't care. He's used to it. Okay. The book. I have some news. So what we're going to do tonight, friends, there is no time limit on this live. This is the last hurrah on the celebration day. Now, of course, I'm going to be talking about this book. This book's a big deal for me. So it's not like I'm never going to talk about it again. But today's a celebration day. So let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm not sick, I promise. If you're just hopping on, I had worship team practice. I was singing my butt off. I was live all day, so my voice is in peril. So we're going to chat a bit. I've got a couple of announcements. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to do an in-depth flip through. Right? We'd still be fighting smallpox. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep my opinions tempered. My best friends are choosing not to be vaccinated. So just know I've got lots of grace to give. I understand it's a personal decision. Only one you missed was YouTube. Yep. And then, okay, so we're going to do flip through, and then we're going to paint. Is she in the window? Yeah. Nice. Goofball. Okay. Okay. So, couple of things. I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. It'll be towards the end of the live, of course. We're going to give away a book, and we're going to give away the brush set. But let's talk about the brush set. I definitely don't. Yeah. I got vaccinated in February. I was there. I was waiting. I'm like, give it to me. Okay. So if you're new here, my name is Christy. I am obsessed with watercolor, and I was put on this earth to teach you how to make art for joy's sake. So I am so glad you're here. You picked a really good time to follow me here on the TikTok because there's just a lot going on this year. The book, this is my 10th book. This one, boom, Free Spirited Watercolor. I am launching my brushes, my brush set on Amazon in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Lots happening there. Probably more like 3. And I'm making the very difficult decision in the next few days as to whether or not I'm going to pull the trigger, so to speak, on my watercolor palette. Many of you know about this bad boy. TikTok is how I know you. Awesome. So this palette, I really wanted it to be out by the holidays. I thought I had like a month or 2 more. I thought I could get them produced and get them sent in by like November, but no, I'm hearing now that if I want to do the palettes for holiday shopping, I'm sorry, my little girl is like screaming her freaking head off. The books are on Amazon, and I believe wherever books are sold. So I have to get this palette. I have to decide if I'm going to have it manufactured. I've got to decide in like a week. Yeah, and it's not a small investment. It's not. It's a scary size investment. So, hi, sweet girl. Hi, boo-boo. Hi. Adam, you can bring her out for a minute. Hi, boo-boo. So all of these things, I never planned that all of these things would be going on all at the same time, but they are. Wow. So, yeah, I want to see her for a sec. Sorry, friends, I have not seen my daughter all day, so I'm going to take a beat because she's banging on my door. But, hi, boo-boo. Come here. Come see your mama. Come here, my boo-boo. I saw my Izzy. I just didn't see my Irie. Okay, say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone. Yeah, can you say hi, Iz? I know. The 24 pans, it's just so much more to produce. So much more. Kiss. Don't make her scream, please. No one wants to hear her scream. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, good. There it is. Say hi. Say hi, cuties. Izzy, say hi. Come on here. Look at these cuties. It's been a long day for Mama, hasn't it? Don't push your brother. That's rude. Yeah. Okay. Exit the premises, you two. Izzy, chase her out, okay? Chase her out that way. Go get her. I'm gonna get you. Go get brother. Oh crap. Go get brother. So cute. Yeah. Okay. Dada. This is #real life. Yeah, Mom's been. There's probably gonna be more screaming when she realizes she can't stay with me. Okay, not bad. So, got to make that decision. I never dreamed that all these things would kind of overlap in ways at one time, but they have. So, I'm rolling with it. I'm using this momentum. Y'all are excited. I'm excited. Yeah. So, I'm going to flip around. Let's look through the book. Let's have at it. Okay, friends? Whew. Got to catch my breath. All right, I'm just going to show you real quick what we painted earlier. And we'll do a flip through. Painted this one on YouTube. Painted this one on Facebook. Painted this one on Instagram. All inspired by the book projects. So who knows what we're going to paint here. I'm going to undo this while I'm talking. Friends, do you have any questions about the book? I'm happy to answer them. Happy to. Put this off to the side. Get that ready for later. And then we can get into this. Let me get this in a good place. I love the idea of a smaller palette. Yeah, I have to say, overall, the votes for a smaller palette so far have slightly outnumbered the votes for the 24, which I was surprised. We've had like over 200 of you vote. So, which I thought was cool. All right, I'm going to just pull everything up here on another device so that I can see your comments as we go here. This is the intro pages, other titles by me. And the dedication. This is going to be a little bit more of an in-depth flip through content. All right. Here we go. I'm live. I got you all pulled up so I can see. Beautiful. Tons and tons of content, friends. You love the format of the book. Awesome. Do you recommend one book over another for a beginner? I would recommend this for a beginner, honestly, because it really starts from the beginning. Yes, this is my 10th book, my new book, and it started shipping today from Amazon. This book has tons of practice exercises. We're going to walk right through it. Intro. This is not a paint-in book. This is a how-to book. Letter from me. We talk about prep. I use one brush and one brush only to paint in this book, friends, and you guessed it. It's the dagger. How did I get started with watercolor? My very first teacher, her name is Sue Hand. She loved watercolor, and that's what she taught. Now, that was her go-to. That's what she started everyone with. She taught everyone watercolor first. Excuse me. Holy moly. So I talk about how to avoid distraction. I talk about the dagger, how to use it. Now, the dagger in the book looks different than the dagger that we have now. Oh my gosh. Little known secret about me, when I'm full, when I've eaten a little too much or too fast, I sneeze. So right before I came on live, I scarfed down a bag salad and some cottage cheese, and I ate it way too fast, and now I'm sneezing. A shout out to the best art teacher, Sue Hands. I'll let her know. She'll be really excited about that. Materials, talk about the brush. So only one brush. In this book, I teach you how to make a palette. Little palette in a vintage tin. Whew. I talk about all the colors. If you're gonna choose, 12 colors, you had $100 to spend, what I would recommend. This is where it all begins, friends. Thank you, thank you. I know, my mom has it too, the sneezing after the eating. It's super weird. She's got it and I've got it. We should be studied. Super weird. Or if we get nauseous, it's weird. Like if we get sick to our stomach, we sneeze. Makes us feel better. Anyway, we start with wowed, wet on wet, wet on dry, and wet on damp, the trifecta of watercolor. This is why I say I think this book is a really good one for beginners. The Art for Joy's Sake journal, also good for beginners because it gives you practice areas. But if you really want to start learning the quote techniques and kind of dive deep into some of the creativity exercises, this would be a great start. This is my newest book. This is book number 10. This is How to Make Art for Joy's Sake Free-Spirited Watercolor. What kind of color wheel do I use? Like, what do you mean? I'm not sure I know what you mean. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I'm tired, so forgive me. Then we get into the details. I teach you specific techniques, my go-to. Flooding, dry brush, ombre, line work, contrast detailing, lifting, on and on and on. The Art for Joy's Sake journal. Yeah, I have that right here. This one, so my first two books, there went the palette. My first two watercolor book series are like this, are Painterly Days and Christie's Cutting Garden, and they're kind of like this, where I give you double-sided pages to paint on. There is some instructional stuff in these books. There's my watercolor wheel, some stuff here, but it's pretty basic. And then there's mindset stuff in the front of the book where I tell you about each artwork, a painting tip, and I give you a tip on being an artist. So, for example, one of them is on being an artist. Artists prepare. When you first open the watercolor palette, take a moment to add a bit of clean, warm water to each well of color on a separate piece of paper. Make yourself a color chart. And so I go on and on and on. Oh, CMYK. CMYK, yeah. Oh, thank you. And the paper's great. Thank you. Some people get really upset about the paper in my books. I stand behind it. The paper is not a traditional, highly textured watercolor paper. This is the Art for Joy's Sake journal. It is somewhere in between a textured and a smooth watercolor paper. And it's just a really great option. I had someone yelling at me on YouTube last week, and she linked to the Mint Gardener's new book and was like, well, she's using 140-pound all cotton watercolor paper. And I'm like, well, that's great. But I'm using this. So I ended up deleting the comment because it was weird. So, I have 7 books using this paper. I'm sorry, 8 books using this paper. It works. So this one has paintable pages and then also exercises like this one. What is your next? And let's see. The circle exercise is in this one. I have a couple recipes for my favorite party food in here. This one's a favorite, paint swatches, just for you to work out some paint swatch color combinations. So this is a fun one too. Anyway. Whatever, move on, lady. Everyone makes different stuff. Yeah, it was super weird. Just who has time to do that? Anyway. Okay. This one. This is my favorite section, friends. This is where I paint 4 different subject matter, and I paint it 2 different ways each to show you how to paint by the rules and then to promptly break the rules, right? The wedding book that I have is called The Painter's Wedding. And it's a book full of editorial. Each editorial is inspired by a fine artist of history. So, oh my gosh, excuse me, guys. So rule number 1 is you should always start with your light colors first. I say, whatever, but let's try it. I take you step by step, 9 steps to be exact, and I get you to this point. Very much impressionistic, but still I followed, quote, the rules. Next, we break those rules. I start with the bright colors. I go right into it, add detail, and this is where we end up on step 7. Then we talk about rule number 2, in that you should always use big washes of color first, cover a lot of the page, paint detail and bold color. And there you go. Rule number 3, never use white watercolor, gouache, or gesso, or acrylic. Yeah, I know. I know it's because of the screen. Obviously, I'm in portrait mode, so yeah. So rule number 3, never use white. So I paint the strawberry and I preserve the white of the paper for my seeds, but then I show you how to paint the strawberry and get just as lovely of a look by adding white watercolor. And then my favorite, that you should only ever use professional, best quality paints. And then I proceed to paint the same cactus with Crayolas and Sennelier paints. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Moving on. Friends, remember, if you're just hopping on, we are going to paint, and I'm going to do a big old giveaway. You're going to get a book, and you're going to get a set of brushes. And if you win these brushes, friends, you are going to be painting with these brushes a month before anyone else in the world except me. So be excited. Be excited. I talked to you about the mobile studio. Set up a mobile studio, little tray full of art supplies, a little cup full of art supplies. Golden. Yes, I'm going to do a giveaway. So at the end of this, I'm going to ask a question. Whoever answers the question first with the right answer gets the prize. Gets the prize. Yeah, right? Don't worry about the white paper. Who cares? Don't worry about using white watercolor. Who cares? Yeah, the mobile studio. Then we get into exercises of specific techniques, brush handling. I show you all the different magic you can make with the dagger brush. I'm going to sneeze again. I can just feel it. We talk about muscle memory. So important, not talked about enough out there in the YouTube art world and beyond. Got to train your hands. You got to train your hand-eye coordination. And even though I'm a rule breaker, and even though I am a self-proclaimed free-spirited painter, I still want to improve. I mean, I don't want to just do this thing for 20 years and be the same that I was when I started. No. You've been practicing with the dagger. Awesome. Yes. You were lucky enough to be a winner. Your hands are not broken. I see you, 36 Mimi Reeds. Your hands are not broken. Don't start that tonight. I'm kidding. Excuse me. Color mixing on a palette or not. Exercise for that. I show you how to really think about the way that colors mingle on the page without you having to mix on the paper. The circle exercise, this is a go-to for me. I go to this one again and again and again. Texture development, friends. Texture development. How to create all different textures. We do 16, but that's certainly not an exhaustive list. Then we take all that we've learned and create an ICAT pattern. Super fun. And see how all of these things, they build on each other. All these skills that you're learning, they build on each other. The 20 leaves project. I show you how to make 20 leaves, not all the leaves, but 20. By the time you're done making these leaves, you're going to feel comfortable to move on to what's going on later in this book. I'm so glad you're just starting out with watercolor. That is freaking awesome. You're going to love it. Then we get into the techniques in regards to specific subject matter. Flowers. Oh yeah. Let me stop here. There are little charts all throughout this book. They're tucked in. The pages in this book, friends, are chock full of info. You flip through once or twice, you're not going to see it all. You're just not. There's too many little nooks and crannies. But these charts are ones that I encourage you to look for because don't skip over them, because these are, every time I do a chart in this book, I'm kind of like eking out my weirdness, my watercolor weirdness. And you want to soak it up, I think. I think you want to soak it up. Not that you're going to copy me exactly, But I think learning from other people's weirdness is such a powerful tool. An ICAT pattern is, if anybody knows, it's kind of a geometric pattern often seen on textiles. I don't know the cultural significance of it, but geometric kind of looks like stitches. I'm 61 and I want to learn watercolor. I love your work. Awesome. Thank you. You're here for the watercolor awareness. Awesome. So we paint the flowers 2 different ways. We paint the fruits 2 different ways. Friends, every time in this book, every time you see an emerald green, forest green, whatever you want to call it, this is a place to stop and read and absorb, because it's just more info for you to enjoy. My goodness, this full spread has 3 different call outs. I'm telling you, this book is loaded. It is loaded, friends. Embrace the weird. We do the kumquats 2 different ways. Friends, as we get into the book, I want to stop here, tell you a little bit about the way that this book was designed, how it was written, because it's important for you to know. And friends, I'm so sorry, I'm losing my voice. And my voice is tired because in addition to being live for almost 8 hours today, I also was singing at church. So holy moly. So bear with me. As in the beginning of this book, you'll notice there's a lot of words. A lot of words. Great example. As you go on in this book, though, the words get less and less and less. It's not that I got lazy. It's not that I got tired as the book went on. Oh, aren't the carrots cute? It's just that as the book goes on, I'm giving you more and more. You've built up more and more experience, and prayerfully, you have more and more confidence building up in you. So I want you to start making decisions as you navigate along in this book. So you'll find in the book that I will not have as many steps as you get further into it. I won't tell you as many things. Get some water, sweetie. I know, I have water right next to me. It's crazy. So as the book goes on, I get a little bit more encouraging of you to start making some decisions that earlier in the book I would have made for you, so to speak. Another chart. I'm telling you, don't miss those charts. Another chart. Another thing that's important to know about the way that I wrote the book is I really wanted the writing of the book to not feel like you were reading a story about how to paint. I wanted you to feel like you had me sitting next to you, I guess, in a way. And I was telling you, I was kind of instructing you like I would on a YouTube channel, right? I was speaking the education, speaking the instruction to you. And so it was important with that setup and structure. Love it. Oh yeah, there's definitely landscapes in here. I love your weirdness. You are so teach friendly. Thank you. Yeah, so the way that I wrote this is I had one device above me and I had one device off to the side, and I was doing speech to text. And then I had a remote trigger and I was taking photos as I worked. And so when it came right down to it, the text really just read very much like I was speaking. And that was very, very important. Landscapes 2 ways. Just something to notice because there's a lot going on these pages. You'll start with step 1 and it'll carry you through. When you see it go back to 1, just know that I've started that same painting, but I'm just doing it a different way, right? So this first painting was expressive minimal brushstrokes. The second version of the same landscape was detailed, robust line work, right? And then actually I do it a third way. I forgot. I do this one a third way with a transfer pencil. Thank you so much. I didn't think I was being brilliant. I just was trying to be super mindful of what you would need as you navigated the book. Friends, I'm going to take a drink. Bear with me. Apparently, I also needed to take a break to yawn because that's where we're at today. Whew. Patterns. These patterns are so fun. I do 2 patterns in the book for you. Another great chart where I show you, depending on the direction of the brush and which edge of this brush you're using, these are the different types of marks you can expect to get. This pattern exercise is so relaxing once you get the hang of it. Another chart. Don't forget, friends, hang out until the end. We're going to be painting soon. And then once we're wrapping up painting, I'm going to do a big old giveaway. You're going to get a book and you're going to get a set of brushes. You want to stick around, friends. All right, remember the 20 leaves project in the beginning? Another way that this book builds upon itself. You're going to take what you learned with those 20 leaves now, and I'm going to walk you through the idea of creating a pattern of leaves. I'm not going to tell you in this section exactly where to place your leaves and so on, but I'm going to give you just enough instruction so that you can continue on and make some creative decisions on your own. I don't know. I haven't decided what we're painting. Any ideas? Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. So I likened this book to kind of like watercolor algebra, and let me explain why. The book is designed for you to really dig in the beginning, just like, I don't know if, I did algebra. I think I was in like, 6th grade. And like, you really had to pay attention that first week of algebra, because if you didn't, everything built upon itself. And it's the same way with this book. All the techniques in the beginning really compound and build, and you combine them to do the projects in the back of this book. So give yourself time to get through this book. Give yourself grace. Give yourself a year to get through this book. Give yourself time. Dig into each section. Don't rush through it. Oh no, the pencil's out of stock. I was talking about it earlier. I think a bunch of people picked it up. I don't know if I wait for the giveaway. Everything was less than $100. I'm still watching to the end. Good. Love this chart. It's my favorite chart in the whole book, where I take different shades of green, mix them with cadmium red, opera rose, and Naples yellow to show you how interesting things can get when you mix an unexpected color. So the gentleman that I get the brushes or the transfer pencils from is in Croatia. I have to reach out to see if he has any more in stock. So I will keep you posted for sure. Friends, the take a walk pattern. Love this one. This is a quick one. Literally between the time 10-minute walk, 10-minute painting, done and done. It's quick and it produces beautiful results. Okay, this project is a bear in a good way. It's a big one. You don't want to tackle this first, in my humble opinion, but you do you. So this one is where you take your favorite pattern. I used fabric. You can use any kind of pattern. It could be on a painting. It could be on your wall. It could be on a piece of ceramic, pottery. I don't care. And I'm going to teach you how to turn the pattern into watercolor art. And then, of course, you can use my fabric. I give you a nice shot of it here. But I basically, thank you so much, Jade. Yes, please, once you get your book and you feel confident enough to leave a review, please do. Reviews are so helpful for authors to get their book out there. If a book or a product doesn't have a lot of reviews, it doesn't get pushed up in the algorithm. So, yes, reviews. Thank you so much, Jade. I appreciate that so much. So, this section we sketch. We do a little bit of sketching. I walk you through it. Nothing to be nervous about. Yeah, the book, well, no, because it's the brushes in the book. So the book is $30 and the brushes are $30. So it's about $65 value for the giveaway. Yeah. And then we start painting in the basic colors, very soft. And we build. We do use watercolor markers in this chapter. You don't have to have watercolor markers to succeed in this chapter, but they're fun to have. And then we just keep going. So that is a big one. That is a big one. Then we have the gem and rock pattern. Reviews are important. And I'd show you two ways you could do the gem and rock pattern. We have an imaginary landscape. Friends, we're getting close to painting. We are getting close. No photo reference for this painting. Just imaginary southwestern cactus landscape. Then we go to our bouquet. Thanks so much, friends, for joining. If you're new here, my name is Christy Rice. I am on about my 8th hour of being live. Today, in celebration of my 10th book, it's called Making Art for Joy's Sake, Free-Spirited Watercolor. We're almost through the flip through. We're going to paint and then we're going to do a giveaway, friends. It's a good time. It's a good time. I'm loving today. The Zig markers that Christy uses in the books are the best. You can literally paint with them. I agree, Jade. I am by far the biggest fan of the Zig markers. There are many brands making watercolor markers, but none have stood up to Zig. I will tell you, I'm working on my own brand of watercolor markers. I've got some improvements in mind, but we'll see. Zig is a tough one to beat. These projects in the back of the book, friends, are robust. They are in detail. They are in depth. You could spend 1 month in one of these projects if you wanted to, or you could do a quick version. Yes. And last but not least, let me catch my breath. The Watercolor Fragments project, which is where I show you how to take dying flowers and give them a second life. There are technically there are over 300 pages, but front and back, there's like 170 some. Front and back. Front and back, there's over 300. Yep. It's a lot. It's a big book, friends. It's a big book. Tons of value. Tons of value. Did anybody see my YouTube upload today? Not the live, but I did do my regularly scheduled upload a little bit later today at 6 p.m. Did anybody catch it? Because I did a watercolor fragments for you. I know today was a lot of time with Christy Rice, so I am not going to be upset if you didn't catch today's YouTube, but go and watch it. Super fun. You can find everything that I sell on Amazon. Well, not everything I sell, a good amount, all my books and some other things on Amazon. Just search Christy Rice on Amazon, or you can go to artforjoysake.com and you can find all sorts of links there. You can also go to christyrice.com and I sell a whole bunch of extra stuff on there. And here we go. Wrapping it up. Now, of course, I teach you how to photograph your watercolor fragments, because that is how you preserve these compositions. You have to photograph them. I only just found you this week. I haven't found you on all my socials yet. Okay, so Instagram, I'm also Christy the Painter, easy peasy. Instagram, TikTok is Christy the Painter. YouTube, I'm just Christy Rice. And then you can find me at christyrice.com. That is my brand. I call that brand Paint Crush, but I just use the christyrice.com URL. You are petting your book right now. That is hysterical. I love it so freaking much. All right, friends, let's do the painting. Let's get to painting. I'm going to paint with 2 palettes tonight. This is that Mozart's Kohlrabi, whatever. I've just been having fun with this palette this week. This is an Amazon palette, eventually going to be one of my competitors when I launch my palette, and I'm praying that I get to launch this palette sooner than later. It was kind of funny today on Instagram. We were tagging a venture capitalist to see if he wanted to invest in my palettes. It was pretty funny. I'm sure I will never hear from him, but because I can't see a venture capitalist wanting to invest in art supplies, but you know, you never know. But anyway, it was funny. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Here we go. What should we do? Just gonna do a pattern, friends. I'm gonna use the flat wash brush and I'm gonna just start making brush strokes. I'm gonna work fast because I want these colors to bleed together. I'm gonna make different kind of marks as I go, not all the same kind of marks. This is a great exercise when you don't know what to paint, when you don't feel like spending a ton of time painting, when you just really don't feel equipped to do anything super realistic or try to do anything super realistic. Must put my business degree to good use and write a compelling email to the venture capitalist. I mean, really, I only need $15,000 to get the palette launched. You know, only 15K. I'm gonna switch up the brush, see what we get. I was washing off my brush in between most colors, not all. Boom, boom. This is a great way to wrap up your day, friends. Just kind of loose, calm. You're not trying to make anything. You're literally just painting brush strokes. But I'll tell you what. Some of my coolest paintings that I've, you know, turned into gifts for people have been from this kind of exercise. I have thought about doing a Kickstarter. Yes, yes. You may see, who knows, maybe I'll start a Kickstarter campaign tonight. Because, I mean, how does that work, right? I could do a Kickstarter and I could be like, okay, if we get fully funded and you donated, you're gonna get a palette plus some cool freebies, right? Would any of you be up for that? I feel like some of you might, based on some of your comments on my posts here. You get a little bit of a discounty count, and you'll get a palette, maybe some watercoloring pages, huh? I'm in. All right. Heck, to heck with the venture capitalist. Maybe I'll raise my own. I'm using the cat's tongue brush now. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Who knows? If I have the energy left in me, you might just see me launch a Kickstarter. Kickstart, whatever it's called. Get in touch with Stephanie Pullman-Law. She's she's got a super mini cool palette that is now Etcher. Oh, she's behind Etcher. Okay, so she's the founder of Etcher. She launched on Kickstarter. I've got an Etcher palette. I haven't filled it yet. This one. Are you talking about this one? I need to fill this. I've had this for over a year and I've never done anything with it. This one. Cute, right? I did not know that they launched on Kickstarter. That's so cool. Anyway, you know, yeah, well, I funded the brushes on my own. I took that leap. But I wasn't planning to take the leap with the palettes quite so soon. I was planning on using some of the revenue from the brushes. Like, I was trying to be super safe. But honestly, with all the enthusiasm that's building with you guys, I feel like it would be silly to wait and not get them going for the holiday. I mean, don't you agree? I kind of feel like it would be silly to wait to launch this palette. I feel like we have such beautiful momentum going in this community. It's her innovation, and she started on Kickstarter, and then Etcher picked. Oh, Etcher. Oh, I see. Very cool. I got it. Makes sense. Let's get some of these fluorescents here from this palette. And yes, friends, mix your palettes. Don't feel like you always have to paint with one brand at all times, because you do not. Most brands mingle nicely together. They do, they do, they do. Okay, now I'm using the 1/2 inch dagger, which is rapidly becoming a favorite that I'm really enjoying using. Don't be afraid to go over top of wet areas to see what happens, like that. I only have one brand. That's okay. Holiday is just an excuse to buy it. That is true. That is true. Let's go to the liner brush, the Remember Joy brush. And the heck now is my family doing out there? My children are so loud this time of night. There is something about this time of night. They're a bunch of hoodlums after 9 p.m. Isn't this fun? We all started with just one. Okay, girl, that palette is my planned holiday gift to myself. I hear you. Now see, if I raised enough on Kickstarter, then I could do the 24 palette. Girl's got a dream, right? I just feel really passionate. This book is living proof of it. You know, I feel really passionate about giving you the tools, both instructional and physical tools, that make you realize beyond a shadow of a doubt that you were made for this, that you were built for this, that you are good enough for this art journey thing, because so many supplies out there make it hard. Yeah, you're gonna spend 20 bucks on a palette, but there's things about the palette that make the painting piece of it really hard, or not, or not as hard as it should be. You know, this shouldn't be hard. The decisions about your supplies should feel like you can't wait. Not that you don't know what to do. You should see an art supply and be like, I need that and I need that now. And I know that there are art supplies out there like that. But some of it is just kind of meh, but it's priced good, so we buy the meh. I wanted to give you priced well with heart behind it, and it's not just meh, it's awesome. That's what I wanted, because that's what I want myself. You're already picturing your collection of different palettes with different artwork on them. We call that the witching hour. No joke. Oh. Holy moly. I got started with watercolors. I was 6 years old and I did all the art. I made all the art. I did calligraphy. I did watercolor. Any kind of arts and crafts thing that my mom would give me, I would go after it. Then I started taking lessons. I talk about her often, from a wonderful woman. Her name is Sue Hand. And she introduced me to watercolor. It's what she painted with, and I fell in love. So I started painting watercolor when I was in 6th grade. So I think what was that? I was 11 maybe? Guys, I'm going nuts here. This is crazy town. I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm gonna start a new one. What do I wanna do? I still want to paint on Academy. Where's my little doodad so I can get the painting off? My desk is such a holy hot mess. I can't find anything. Oh, yeah, I'll do a mushroom. There's no mushrooms in the book, but I'll do one. All right, we're going to use the scrap, y'all. This is the time of night. I do love to paint this time of night, but I get more quiet, which is weird. You know, me and quiet don't really make sense. I'm painting this mushroom on a scrap. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with this part. How do you like the Academy? I love the Academy. You need the dagger brushes, friend. They make life feel better. They make painting life feel so much better. They really do. Because they work with you. They work for you, not against you. They help you make beautiful strokes without having to like overthink it. I'm not a one-stroke painter. I say that all the time, but these brushes give you some of that ease because you can make marks without having to think like you're sketching. Does that make sense? You can make shapes that don't require you to think like someone who's an illustrator. I like to focus on the painting, right? I like to focus on putting that beautiful color down and doing crazy beautiful stuff like this. I don't want to always have to think about sketching. And some brushes, especially the round brushes, when you're using a round brush, you're often thinking like as if you were holding a pencil. Whereas with these dagger brushes, the dagger brush is covering a lot more space for you and is naturally shaped to give you some really cool shapes and movement and marks. Does that make sense at all? I hope it does. Yes, definitely helps with water control. Yep. I'm using the number 2 now. My gosh, I haven't painted a mushroom quite like this, but I'm really liking this technique. Really liking this technique. Isn't that a fun mushroom? I feel like that's a fun mushroom. Yes, get a dagger. Friends, the 1/4" dagger is available now on christyrice.com. So you can get that now. Do not wait. I would highly recommend getting it. Start using it as soon as you can. And yes, I did just add some gold into the stock of my my mushroom because I got to stop being afraid of gold. I don't use a lot of it, but that is a shame because it's fun and beautiful and makes life happy. So you can pick up a dagger right now, and don't worry, when you get your brush set, you'll have an extra dagger. You can put that one in your car, right? Right. I mean, it's $12, friend. It's $12, and you could start having a better time with your painting sessions now for $12. Anyway, I'm not here to sell, but just wanted you to know it is available. The mushroom needs an elf. Okay, now you're pushing it. No. See, with a round brush like I'm using right now, you've got to do the shaping. You've got to be aware of volume and all of that fun stuff. And for some of us, that is not fun. That is nerve-wracking. So that's why the cat's tongue, the dagger, even the wider wash brush, they make the shapes for you. See what's happening? They make shapes for you. You can just bounce along the page and let them do what they do. See? Boom, bounce, bounce. You can still shape with them, but you don't have to. Let's see. What are we going to do here? We're going to get really wild here. I love painting backgrounds with the flat wash brush. You can get a shocking amount of control. Yes, I'm painting over that scrap area. Let's see what happens. I have an idea. Let's see what happens. This is experimentation at its finest, friends. This could be a flop. There could be parts of this that are gorgeous and parts that are a flop, and I'm okay with either way. I'm okay. Oh my heavens to Betsy, that child and the screaming. I'm so glad she's my husband's problem tonight. I love her. She is like my mini me. We are not biologically related, but we are like attached at the hip. But this time of night, he can have her. Is that mean? Is that terrible? Real life. Oh my gosh, friends, I'm so in love with this. Okay, let's stop for a moment. Let me remind you, what do I tell you? Do you follow me on YouTube? Did a whole video on it. Learn how to be kind to yourself. It's not boasting. You're being kind to yourself. So what I just did where I said, oh my gosh, I love this, was being kind to myself. Add a little more pink in. You deserve to be kind to yourself. You deserve to tell yourself good things. Irie Phoenix Jakowski, calm your butt down, little miss. You deserve all the good words. You deserve to be spoken light and truth into. If no one else is going to do it for you, and they're probably not, do it for yourself. Okay, friends? Promise? There we have it. She says, I love yours and I love the one I'm making too. Amen and hallelujah. That's how it's done. That's how being good to yourself works. You just proclaimed it publicly. Bravo. Look at this. You can use just the edge of this wash brush and get right into those nooks and crannies. The other thing that I think is so important with brushes is versatility. And that's why I love my set. And that's how I designed it. Each brush, it's way more than a one-trick pony. So many brushes out there are like one trick, two trick, maybe a three-trick pony. Not my brushes. They're all magic. They're like little magic wands in a little cute set all together. I painted a flower and was just in total glee of how it turned out, and I thought of you. I love it. Yes. Yeah, the white line. Yeah, you got to play around with that idea, leaving some white edges in some of your paintings. It's really fun. I mean, it's not for every painting. I get it. It's kind of decorative and stylized, but oh, it's fun. And don't be afraid to run some colors into one another. Look at what happens. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, guys. I'm gonna have to do a TikTok of this one because this is so fun. All right, let's get some white on there. I'm feeling better. I've got my second wind, y'all. Got my second wind. You just opened your book. All right, friends, in case you were wondering, the brushes are designed for watercolor and acrylic. Now, you gotta clean them. Don't leave them soaking in the water. You got to take them out of the water. I mean, try not to leave them soaking at all. Once you've rinsed your brush, take it out. Clean these thoroughly when you're done painting, and they will last you years and years, even if you're using acrylic on them every day. Yes, watch it on the replay. Repaint the magic wand on my site. Yes, so the magic wand is a mop brush. It is a larger mop brush. I don't have it here. They have it up at the studio because when we get orders for it, they have to like use it as a sample. And the thing about a mop brush is it is big, but when it's wet and shaped, it comes to a beautiful point. So you can get massive washes with it. And then the teeniest, tiniest detail. There is a learning curve for the magic wand, any kind of mop brush, because it doesn't spring back to shape when it's wet. So you kind of have to constantly be re-wetting the brush to get it back to that nice point. But once you've got that down pat, you're golden. It's so much fun to paint with. It's a brand name brush. Gosh, I forget the name of the brand right now. That we carve the handle of. So it's not a brush that we have manufactured from the get-go, but we have altered the handle and we carve it and we hand dye it, and it's an art piece that you paint with. That's the magic wand. I am looking into developing some brushes with carved handles overseas so that I can provide them to you at a much, much more affordable price point. Love the mushroom. Ceramic painter's pots with the flower. We're sold out. We sold out of those very quickly. We sold out in 48 hours. They're coming back in September. So get on the email list and you will know the minute they drop. All right? They are coming. They are coming. I'm going to do some detail work down here in the grass just because I feel like it. But friends, we're getting close. We're getting close to picking the winner. I've got to think of a question to ask everyone. I would just kindly ask if you won earlier today, just keep out of the running so that we give the opportunity to others. I know I really don't even need to say that, but you know. Yeah, it's a little bit of galaxy. On the spot questions. Oh, I know. Bunch of wackadoodles out there. I'm loving this mushroom, friends. I'm loving the mushroom. Yes, tag me. I used gesso for the whites. Took a scrap of piece of paper and made art. Amazing. Thank you. Friends, you can do this. You just need, I think sometimes, my advice to those who feel like when they try to paint something, when they feel like they're struggling, stop trying to paint something and do more play. Kind of like that pattern I did earlier today. That's my best advice for you. When it feels too heavy and it feels like it's just unsuccessful, get out of trying to repeat something you're seeing someone else do. Get out of trying to paint something realistic and play. Play, 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 play. A total funky. There she is. All right, I'm thinking of my question. Oh, gosh. All right, you know what? It's the last one of the night. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give away two things. Two different people. I'm going to give away a book and a brush set, and then I'm going to give away an extra brush set. So let's do the extra brush set first. So this is the question for the extra brush set that I'm giving away, just the brush set. So this one. Okay? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Fun guy. Okay? I'll see if you've been listening. What is my current favorite brand of handmade watercolors? Go. First one to get it right wins the brush set. Handmade watercolors. What's the name of the brand? I'll give you a hint. They're in California. Oh! Dang! That was fast. So Saris, I don't know if I'm, yeah, I think you got it first. Saris Life 77. You got it first. Wow, you guys are good. Did I get that right? Did I say your name right, Saris? Yes, it's Case for Making. Okay. So, the winners of these things, I need you to email hello@christyrice.com. Attention, Kristen. She is our shop manager. Let her know that you won a brush set on TikTok tonight and give her your shipping address. Please tell her all the things. Okay, ready for the next one. I gotta think of the next one. I want to try to make it something that someone who's newer here could also know. Okay. No. I changed my mind. Okay, no. Okay, I'm going to make it a compound question. You have to get both right. So just list both answers in one comment. I need you to tell me how many brushes are in the new set and what state do I live in? Go. How many brushes are in the new brush set and what state do I live in? First one to respond with the correct answer wins the book and the brushes. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, I thought y'all were going to get this quicker. Let me make sure I didn't miss it. How many brushes are in my brush set and what state do I live in most often? Okay, I see it. 6 and Pennsylvania. Is that you, Renee? Did I get it right? Is it Renee or Rachel? Oh gosh, I just see R. And I'm trying to go on memory and I know my memory is not reliable. So R Bowers 93, 6 brushes in the new set, and I live in Pennsylvania for the majority of the year. You win. Book and brushes, friend. Oh, wait. No, wait. I'm going to have to do it twice because I missed Lisa. Lisa is also correct. Efficient Lisa. And R. Bowers, you're both winning because I missed Lisa's comment. How did I miss that? You guys benefit when I screw up. All right, Lisa and R. Bowers 93 are our winners. Please, please, and of course, our earlier winner, please send an email to hello@christyrice.com. Oh my gosh, Irie Phoenix. And let Kristen, attention Kristen, know that you won what you won. So you either won a single brush set or a brush and a book. Lisa and R. Bowers won a brush set and a book. And the other, where did she go? Won the brush set only. Well, you know who you are. Yay! You said it, Lisa. Rachel, I did remember your name. Renee. No, I said Renee. Whatever. I think I said both. Yay! Rachel and Lisa, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Whoop! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around to say goodnight. Because I got to go spend some time with that screaming baby dupe out there. She's just screaming. Oh, friends. Hi. Well, it was a lovely... Oh, hi. That's fun. It was a lovely day. My voice actually kind of rebuilt itself. I gotta go check into Kickstarter, friends. I think I need to do a little Kickstarter. I'm gonna be my own VC. Kids just know. She knows. She's like, Mama, I've seen you for like a hot 30 minutes today. Get your butt out here. She does. She wants her mama. Oh, friends, what a freaking fantastic day. I am going to repost this on Saturday. So on YouTube, twice a week, Tuesdays at noon, Saturdays at noon. Tuesdays, I post a new instructional video. Saturdays, I repost a TikTok live. So you can rewatch and paint with it. So this will be Saturdays. Jade, I'm honored. I know that you reworked your schedule to be with me all day, and that means the world to me. Nifty me, I'm so glad you're new here. Please be with us on the next live and hang out. Just posted my unpacking photo. I matched my shirt without even planning. That's fantastic. Awesome. I'm going to get on the Kickstarter thing because why not? Even if I put a low goal on it, it will give me more than I had started with. Right? Thank you, friends. Your support means the absolute world to me. Oh, Claire DB. She has free art therapy sessions. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm going to check her out. Thank you. I'm so glad I'll be seeing you in the future. I'm so glad you're here. Friends, this has been an incredible night. I'm dreaming big. I'm dreaming big. I'm dreaming big. Oh my gosh, this child. Anyway, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being here with me all day. Thank you for dealing with my end of day craziness, tiredness, loss of voice, all the things, hair doing. But let's just keep it going. Got lots of fun content coming up. I'm going to be painting in this book on YouTube. I'm going to be doing some really fun stuff in the coming weeks and months. Oh, you mean so much to me too. Oh my gosh. I was early. I had this one scheduled for a little under a week now, but today was the big day for the book celebration. So I think you can have 2 goals for Kickstarter. Oh, right. That's right. Like, isn't there like a 2-tiered goal? And if you hit the bigger tier, people get more stuff or something? Hello@christyrice.com. Hello@christyrice.com. You could also email my wedding business email if you have that. All right, friends, I'm going to take a break until tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Enjoy those books. Post those unboxing videos because I didn't mention yet, but I'm mentioning now. If you post an unboxing video and you tag me in it anywhere publicly, you may get a little surprise from me in the mail. And don't forget those reviews. Please go review. Review, review, review. Even if it's just one sentence and a couple of stars. Reviews are so important. Thank you, friends. Yes, I got to catch up with all the TikToks, all the comments, all the things. Have a great night, friends. What's the latest rumor about TikTok? What? I didn't hear it. What? What? What is the rumor? I want to know. Oh, Jade, thank you. Mwah. But I'm waiting to hear about the rumor. I'm waiting. I'm not leaving yet. Right? We got to sell out the brushes too. I'll tell you what, friends. Okay. Is she writing? Is she telling us? What's the rumor? Is it a good rumor? Or is somebody trying to cancel TikTok again? Oh, was that a tease? Did she leave? All right, we're gonna have to go research TikTok rumors. All right, somebody message me if you find out. Tell me what it's all about. But for cliffhanger, yeah. My students can't wait to get the brushes. I can't wait for your students to get the brushes. Super excited. All right, friends, I am wrapping it up tonight. It's been a blast. Make sure you get on that email list. Make sure your book just arrived. Yay! I can't wait to hear what you think. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. I don't want you to miss a thing. And, maybe you'll be getting an email from me about Kickstarter. All right, friends, take care. Have a great night. Happy painting.